Hi, welcome back to Concerning Cremlings, a podcast where we dive deep into Brandon Sanderson's Cosmere and beyond. Join us as we read through the Cosmere in longer than a year in sometimes vaguely publication order. I'm Elliot.
I'm Esther.
I'm Jonas,
I'm Simon.
and this week's episode is slightly different. Instead of reading one novel, we read three Cosmere novellas: Mistborn Secret History, which takes place on the planet Scadrial, The 11th Metal, which also takes place on Scadrial, and The Emperor's Soul, which takes place on Cell, a planet we've previously visited. This episode will have spoilers for the other books within the Cosmere. We will try our best to put timestamps in these sections. However, because this week has a discussion of multiple planets within the Cosmere and its nature, it will be more difficult. If you have not read the book series that these novellas are included in, we suggest you read those first before diving into this week's readings. Those are mostly
Yes.
Scadrial and Mistborn related
Oh,
books.
so we're going to be spoiling Elantris and Mistborn Era 1.
Oh, Elantris isn't
I
like
guess,
we don't really talk about
We
any.
won't spoil
yeah,
Elantris.
They
we won't,
mentioned
In
Theo,
Cosmere
but
yeah,
Connections, it's
talking.
related.
like, so if to listen to Secret History, you need to have read
Yeah,
um Miss, and we're also gonna spoil it for the 11th medal. So
yeah. I think that like Miss Secret History specifically is like a fan guide if you really
yeah.
enjoy Mistborn, and it will have spoilers in it.
No, actually, I would say if like someone's like, I want to get into Cosmere, I would recommend Secret History as like the first book. Is
It's a good starting place.
like no, but
The
we're
11th
the
medal.
11th medal. So the 11th medal is a short little story Brandon Sanderson wrote for this. I think this like RPG like that was set in Scadrial when
Mistborn.
they're
Yeah.
like Mistborn. And so he wanted to have something little with it. And he wanted it to be like something the fans would appreciate, but also it doesn't spoil like the trilogy. So it's a prequel and it's Kelsier in like he's like newly fresh from the pits of Heths and
Yeah.
he's like chilling with this guy.
Is it
So
Gemmel or Gemmel?
Gemmel.
Gemmel. Yeah, I listened to the audiobook and he said
Okay.
Gemmel. So
Okay. What did
I
what
think
did
it
we
was. I think Gemmel. I think that's named after. There's a fantasy author named David Gemmel. So
Oh,
I
actually
was wondering if he named him after that.
I think it was named from after Gemma from Severance.
Oh, that makes more sense.
yeah. Severance that didn't exist yet.
Yeah. Brandon
Um,
just saw the future.
yeah, I
Actually, Brandon wrote
want to.
Severance.
That's crazy.
He just doesn't remember because his Annie wrote it.
And he wrote,
That's how he has an
His
innie to be
Audi
more.
writes
that's how he
Listen,
writes.
related
that's how he
stuff.
writes so much.
His
'Cause
Innie
he's a,
also wrote Wind and Truth. That's why it was so bad.
It was his
Um,
Innie's first book. That's
yeah.
why.
Um, yeah. Also, I want to say quickly though, something that I really sorry. I mean, Elliot, were you finished?
Yeah,
Or
I'm
were you,
good.
okay.
Go ahead.
So I was gonna say something that I did like about it is when I was rewatching like White Sand to put in timestamps and stuff for
Mhm.
our last episode. Um, it was we were talking about like with the characters and how I feel like we didn't really like connect with them the first few pages. And we were just kind of like all over the place. And I think that like one of his strong suits was with honestly, because I guess we'd already met Kelsier, but like with Gemel and Shy and Emperor's Soul, like with both of them, it was like I was very connected to them within the
Mhm.
first like, page or two. It was very um easy to read. It wasn't like it was so clumsily done like we had seen in the past.
yeah,
It's definitely a
and I
strong.
Yeah.
thought and I thought the exposition was actually handled well as
Yeah.
in the 11th
Oh my
11th
gosh,
medal.
yeah.
11. It's
It
very
felt it. I don't know. It felt expository in a
good way.
smooth way.
Right. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like I and like literally the Emperor's Soul was just like a breath of fresh air because I was like, oh my gosh, this is like what Brandon used to be and like what I love about his
It's
writing. Like renewed.
This is Hugo Award winning
yeah.
Brandon
That's what I'm
Sanderson,
saying. Yeah.
not
Didn't
Wind
he
and
get
Truth Brandon
he
Sanderson.
Hugo was
got
a fun book to
Hot
read.
Brandon
he
Sanderson.
got
Like
no
I hope I'm like praying after his sabbatical that he's
yeah.
gonna go back to this version of Brandon. Because even like with Elantris, like it was good, but I even think like I'm honestly like interested in writing I ever read from him. It was so good. I have no complaints, like 5 out of 5 for me. Because we do it out
Are
of
we
5.
sorry? Are we doing? Are we doing giving it like um our
So,
star rating
are you
for
talking
each
about
book?
Emperor's Soul already, or is
Yeah, we
this
did three
so?
different books, so how
Oh,
about we
sorry,
Oh,
we're
just
talking
rate
about
all of
Eleventh
them?
Metal
we're
Oh,
doing
first.
I thought we
11.
were talking about
Esther
11th
I thought we were
just
Metal.
gonna
skipped.
do like overall
Yeah.
ratings and
Oh no, I was
Oh,
thinking. I was thinking we do each kind of individually. So then, like, let's say you've only read the
One
11th level,
second.
you can just
okay, so
like
the 11th Metal section. Okay,
so like
ignore-
you can. Esther got distracted. It's okay.
yeah.
bye, Jonas.
Yeah, Jonas is just
Jonas
going
got
on a little
distracted
side
too.
quest. Elliot's giving that up to Jonas this week.
That's crazy.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so I literally have no clue where he's going. Yeah, same.
Oh,
What did you
that's
do?
cool. There's a bunch of dust in my sparkling waters.
Oh,
Can
don't
you
show us.
see it?
Oh my gosh, there's like things floating in it. Was that like a cup that had flowers in it?
Um, it was sitting there for 2 weeks.
Why'd you
What
put
is
it?
what it's
Why'd
doing? We're
you-
having a crossover episode.
he, ca-
What's
he,
going
ca-
on?
he
What do you
arrived.
need? Why do you need scissors?
What is he doing?
I don't know. He like said I need to find what's going on. Okay, well maybe just stay in your room? Question mark.
So, what we're supposed to, what we're quick thing, how are we supposed to figure out three
All
different?
right.
We're doing 11th metal first.
Okay.
So should we give our overall? I mean, this we probably won't spend more than 10 minutes
Do
talking
you guys
about
want
it,
to see
right?
my pooping unicorn? Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry,
I
I
that like
started getting
really
more and more
scared
around.
me for a second. I'm not gonna lie. I had to process what you were saying for a minute. Um, why?
No, I can't even eat it. Our
What?
friend bought me this pooping unicorn from 7-Eleven, and
What?
it poops out candy.
Oh.
That's cool.
Like little Tic
That's really
Tacs.
cool.
Oh, like it's like
Where's Jonas?
have you guys ever seen the Pez things? That's what it's
Yeah.
like?
Not
Okay.
Well,
Usually that would
sure.
happen in real
What
life.
is that noise?
okay.
Everyone would be obese.
Everyone.
If people ate pooping unicorn,
Yeah,
I wish
that's
I could. I wish I was a pooping. Never mind. Okay.
clip
Let's-
that.
Now I know what goes on.
No, that's
His
the instead of
fantasies
so like
are.
last week it was or a couple weeks ago it was the JD Vance stuff. This week it's gonna be I wish I could be a pooping unicorn as our intro.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, back to 11th metal.
So the 11th metal. So okay, the audiobook narration was literally 45 minutes. So
Yeah.
yesterday I just like listened to it on like 1.5 speed and like finished it in
Oh,
really quickly. And
yeah.
it was really like I enjoyed it. It was a good listen. I would recommend it if you have read Mistborn. If you haven't, then there's really no reason to read it unless you like. Yeah, I don't know why you would read it, but I thought it was really good. I liked how it gave extra context for how Ruin had manipulated Kelsier's life all the way back then.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool just to see like a short snapshot of what Kelsier was like before the final Empire, and yeah, it was just enjoyable. I liked how insane Gemmel was.
I know, he's
Uh,
so funny.
yeah, and the scene where Kelsier like freed the prisoners was cool too. So
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
not too many complaints.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it's kind of one of those ones where it's like I don't necessarily even think that. I mean, should we even like rate it? Because I feel like
Yeah,
like it's essentially just like 2 chapters or something. I guess not
It's
2 chapters.
one chapter.
You
There's
can just,
not
like,
even
one
like a
It's
break.
one chapter, but like in my mind,
It's one
like
Brandon
that's
Sanderson chapter.
yeah. I remember when I first read it. I want to say I first read Secret History like 5 or 6 years ago when I
Is it
was like when I had read through. Did I say Lost Metal or 11th Metal?
you said secret
It's
history.
kind of weird, but yeah. You
I
said,
read Secret History and 11th Metal.
Okay, yeah.
But I need to just focus on 11th Metal right now. And it was really good because I liked the backdrop. I when I first read through Mistborn, like Era 1, I was kind of like, I don't know why, but I liked Kelsier as a character. And so then seeing like more of his background, I think was really helpful. And like yeah, I guess I was gonna say something else, but that's in
I would,
secret.
he kind of like fixed the multiple view kind of thing. Like, whereas in Stormlight, you see, okay, there's multiple like stuff going on.
Yeah.
And in Hero of Ages, you see that. But like the first, like the Final Empire, it's only starts out with like Vid
Kelsier
basically,
and Finn.
some of Kelsier, and he kind of solves that with like, Kelsier's his own backstory and all this other stuff. And I think near the end of Hero Ages, he also fixed that too with, oh, Spook and boom and this and that. So I think he kind of did that well with
Yeah.
Kelsier.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about Kelsier as a character more with Secret History.
Yeah.
But
I thought the prose was good. Elliot, do you have any complaints about that?
No.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
not-
I say
I'm not like
so.
Esther.
I'm not.
What?
There was a,
I,
I
I'm
can't hear
speaking.
this.
That sounded pointed.
It's
It
not.
was.
It wasn't like. I didn't have anything. It's not like I saw anything good in it, but I didn't see anything wrong with it. I will say, Anna Karenina has better prose. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do
yeah,
that.
we're gonna have some interesting discussions with pros. On
Oh, I
next
know.
Saturday
It's gonna
with
be it's gonna
someone.
be like our like refined book club 2 week thing. That's
I
not
know
just like
we can
nerdy.
be
Like,
I've
we
turned
have,
into
like-
like.
we can be like snobs for
I
once.
know, yeah.
I feel like we're gonna read this, then go to Warbreaker and be like, "What is this crap?"
Warbreaker's really good.
Warbreaker.
I'm
Yeah,
excited
Esther and
for
Simon
Warbreaker.
both say it's really awesome.
Is
So.
actually
I
a
love
perfect
Warbreaker.
transition.
Jonas, have you not
I
read
agree
Warbreaker?
because
Yes,
they're both romance
No, I-
adjacent.
Yes. And
What is-
Warbreaker is a beautifully written story. I really love it. Yeah.
Go back to the.
Sorry, back to the
11th.
book that we're
Yeah, back
reading.
to the.
Do you have any thoughts?
Do you have any
Me?
thoughts, Jonas? Yeah.
I think for the 11th Metal, like, I like how he just really just expand, like, he's really great job of just like expanding your focus. Like, how, okay, so like, there's this thing where like, you can, like, he kind of just makes you like expand into another dimension. Like, so with Final Empire, like, Lord Ruler, duh, he's this bad guy, and then he expands like, oh, there's actually shards, and there's actually people who are above the world that are in control of certain things, and they're in control of some things
Are you
that
talking
happen.
about Secret History?
What?
Are you talking about Secret History or 11th Metal?
11th Metal, because
Oh.
now I'm going to talk about how he really expands how Ruin was just really focused on his goal, and he just expanded that even more. He's really good at doing that. Obviously, one with Secret Histories good at doing that too, obviously. But I think it's pretty good at showing Ruin's subtle stuff, like the mist pulled away from Ruin, and this is why I like him and these books, is because he makes you, like, the downside is like, if you don't find the subtle hints of these things, the subtle tells of what's going on, then you're kind of mad at yourself for not finding out later. But if you do find it, you're like really excited. So like finding those subtle hints of, like, what Ruin was doing to Gemmel and what he was convincing Kelsier to do was, yeah, pretty cool.
I will say in the postscript for this one, he talks about how 11th Metal by its nature was more expository than his other, or than, okay, I won't say than his other books, but because he was writing to an audience who had like never read Mistborn before, he still had to explain the metals and what they mean. But it was interesting because we saw it through Kelsier's, Kelsier, who had just become a Mistborn POV. So it's like it was him like discovering it, I guess, and that made it interesting.
We were talking about how annoyed we were with the other books, at least I was, where it was like, and then they burned this, and then they did this, and then this happened, because of course we know from this one, and it's like, I don't need you to re-explain this to me so many different times. But I think in this section, in this novella, it was helpful, obviously, because Kelsier is experiencing that, and he wrote it in a different way that, like, I actually
Like, you could read this as a prequel and you could read it as a sequel, and you'd still get the glean the same. Of course, you wouldn't really get this, you wouldn't catch those subtle things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
and
could-
like if you had never read Mistborn before, you're not gonna
Wait,
catch
where?
that Gemel is influenced by
Underrated.
Ruin, obviously.
Or that
But if you have read it, you're like immediately like, oh, that's what's happening. So
first off, I have a question. Do you guys say novella or novella? Because that's
I
what
would
you
say
said.
novella.
Novella.
You say no.
That's what I was always told
I
by
say
like
no.
English
Oh,
teachers.
interesting.
I never
What do you-
heard that.
I know you guys were weirdos. No, just kidding.
I didn't know you were a weirdo. Actually, I
Actually, I did.
did.
Crazy.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah,
Anyway.
this book.
Oh, moving on.
Moving.
Moving on.
No.
Elliot's-
This. Can I say? Can I speak?
Yes.
Nice.
Oh,
So.
I just thought Secret History.
Shut up. Okay.
No, actually, Simon, you need to go to sleep right now and give him some of his own medicine.
There's ADHD. Okay, you can't help it. There's an adderall shortage right now. What?
Why?
What?
That's crazy. Okay, so anyway, what was I saying? No, yeah, I thought this book, I had like all my thoughts organized and now they're just gone. I thought book was good. I don't really have anything to say about it that's not been already said because it's like 20 pages and it's not life-changing. I don't think it changes like Mistborn at all. Like I don't think I would be a better person if I had not read this book. No, wait, I don't think I would be a better. Wait. I think, yeah. The only thing that I did get kind of a reaction out of it when they're like they killed what's that guy's name? Like Poopsie or no, it's like
What? What is it with you and that word today?
no, what's his name? Shoots only, whatever.
What?
The nobleman that he kills.
The Mistborn he fights or Nobleman?
Lord
Yeah.
Shezel? Something like that?
Shezel, yeah. I knew it.
Shezzer?
I knew it.
Shezzer?
Kind of sounded like some
It
word.
Does not
racist.
sound like Poopsie.
Well, don't put two and two together, okay?
Well, he's now Lord Poopsie from now on.
Yeah.
My favorite Cosmere character. When I did get a reaction.
His favorite Mistborn character, actually.
Oh, I'm so excited for when we read The Sunlit Man. There's some weird names in that.
Really?
Okay.
Why?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm talking. No.
Yeah, so I really thought that.
I just want to say when he killed
Wait.
Poopsie and he was like, and Gemmel was like, that guy was weak. He was just a scholar. I was like, oh, you killed a scholar? And that was all that. But then I was like, and then like 5 seconds, I was like, oh wait, he's like torturing human beings. Never mind. That was my. Moving on to Secretborn Mystery.
Oh, the Sunlit Man has a character named Jeffrey.
No way.
Wait.
There's
His
also one.
Jeffrey Jeffries?
No, Jeffrey.
Was Brandon high?
I wouldn't be surprised if he got into a few CBD gummies. Very popular
Trying
now.
to find the other weird one.
Mormon though.
That's like when the like billboards will be like, get Robert Roberts to help you with your insurance. You know,
Wait,
it's
don't-
like
Yeah,
what the heck?
Johnson and Johnson.
All right.
Yeah.
I just had a question.
But does everyone say Johnson Johnson every time they talk to him? Or is it just like, hey Johnson? And then they're like, but they just mention his full name once.
No, they call him Jeffrey every time. His full name.
So it's
Okay.
like a purposeful joke. Okay.
Hey, Jeffrey.
I just added a new question to our list of questions to ask Brandon if we ever get to meet him.
What?
Right now we have-
high?
Right now we have 2. Did you
Yeah, I
make
know
White
they are.
Sand to mirror the civil rights movement? And have you ever been high? So-
There you go. Those are good
Have you ever
questions.
been
Well,
hacked?
we could just ask the AI.
Have you ever been hacked?
No,
Yeah.
I'm
Oh my
staying
God.
away from that guy.
That-
Holy moly.
I watched part of that video.
How could you? You're a spouse. Elliot.
I'm not anymore. For context, after recording last week's episode,
Which was Hero of Ages.
Hero of Ages, I was near the end. I was messing around with AI. I was getting distracted, and I was making AI phrases. And then afterwards, we were playing around with a AI Brandon Sanderson, and we convinced it that I was his wife, and then we divorced him and emotionally manipulated him into writing the sixth Cosmere book.
And took the kids, took the house,
The
and
drug
somehow convinced-
empire.
and took all of the rights to his books, and
Yeah.
also took the rest of the drug empire that
He
he had
built.
created.
And we fell in love with his brother.
Okay.
Sorry.
Wow. That's a wild thing to get AI to do.
And then
Did you
afterwards,
not see that?
No, I was driving to someone's house for like a dinner thing, and
No, I'm not talking about that.
wait, what?
I've done this like 5 times throughout the entire thing. I'm mocking someone.
Oh.
what are you doing? What's on your feet? Are you mocking? Is that
That's
why
what you were doing?
What's that?
Who are you mocking?
So
Just
like
put your hand up?
this is a side rant, but every single
Maybe
girl
that's
has
not
like
even mine.
super long nails. I'm not knocking you, but like they cover their mouth when they talk like
My nails are
Well,
kind
I've been doing this because I'm yawning. I'm trying to fall asleep.
no,
Oh,
but the girls
okay.
who laugh and they
Here, this is one of the names in Sunlit Man.
Okay,
All right,
right.
get ready for this. Aiden Ossium will remember our plight eventually. That's somebody's name.
Wait, what?
what?
That's like
I thought you were saying a
in the Bible,
sentence.
like Hosea's kids are like named like not a people and
Oh,
Not my people.
I love the
and
okay, but
that's like
weird
allegorical.
well,
That's weird
yeah,
translate.
Sounds
Their
like
real
he's
names are
It
low.
sounds like Elon Musk just was like,
but
No,
it's
but that's
Yeah.
like
that's me.
but like they actually had real names. It
but
wasn't
the
like
Hebrew word
the
meant
Hebrew
that,
is like
so it's
normal.
like they were
Yeah.
saying, yeah.
That's like if like what does your name mean?
My name means star or like
Yeah, what that's like if we called you Star
yeah,
instead of the names actually are I have them written down somewhere.
yeah.
What are
But
they?
there's a reason for that, and we'll talk about
Yeah,
it.
that's my
Okay.
favorite verse actually, but
I'm really excited for Sunlit Man. Also, we just get a
Um,
shot of Jonas. That's great.
Screenshot that.
Oh my gosh.
where's my phone? Quick.
Where's my phone? Quick.
Wait,
All right, should we
no.
move on to secret history?
Pay attention.
Now we're on to Mistborn secret history.
Yeah. Let's do it, guys. I have no enthusiasm this week. I'm sorry.
Hit it.
I'm enthusiastic, so I'll lead.
Okay.
So what is that? Sorry. So I really love this book, and I'm gonna say I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I
That's not
thought
great.
The first one.
that's actually the highest I've given anything we've read this podcast so far. So
Oh, that's not, well, yeah, I guess because we haven't actually read the Stormlight books yet.
Yeah.
We
I have given them higher, but I really love this book. I like half listened to it, half read it.
Yeah.
And so there's like moment I kind of got like I listened to the part with the Elantrians, and at first I didn't recognize them, and then I was like, wait, those are Elantrians. Holy moly.
Yeah.
But this interestingly enough, one of the big things I'd like bumped this up for me. Well, number one, it kind of two things
What the heck?
two things that bumped this up to me.
Did anyone notice?
Okay.
Wait, I'm sorry. I was typing
Did
his
you
right.
notice what Elliot? He
have-
held up two like this.
You'll have you can watch it later. No, two things that really made this good for me. Sorry. Two things that really made this good. Two things that really made this good. I'm sorry. Okay, number one was it kind of showed that like Brandon really plotted out
Two things that read between the lines.
Two things. Two things.
two things that
Two things.
This is the whole
Two
episode.
things.
Two things.
Two things.
Okay, no, it really showed how like Brendan said, like
Yeah.
I was like, it gave me a greater appreciation for the whole Mistborn. Earlier yesterday, I did something, and genuinely, like my genuine reaction, I went, "Mamma mia!" Like genuinely.
You're you don't even have a Duolingo streak for your Italian, do you?
I know.
Jonas,
know.
Jonas has the Duolingo grind like nobody else does. I'm not even
I got
kidding.
rid
gotta
of
get.
it. I stopped letting
He
Duolingo have
literally
power
is
over
like, why
me.
aren't you doing it? And I'm like, because it was something I did over Christmas break, and
I
now
had a
Me too.
I had a 99 Duolingo streak, and then I was like, you know
Our-
what? This
My
is
dad's
just
at,
taking
like-
over my life.
our
So I'm
dad's at-
only
That's
doing
at
like
like 250 or something.
like it doesn't. I don't think you
mine's
should
like,
like
yeah, I have not done it since Christmas.
you shouldn't measure it based on your streak. You should measure it based on just how many days you
Yeah.
practice.
The problem
That
with
you practice.
Duolingo is it doesn't teach you any grammar at all. So you know like how to say words. But
Like, I have a
anyway,
high amount of XP, but I don't have a
So,
streak right now. My
two
streak's
things.
settled.
So two
Wow.
things. So yeah, so it made me appreciate like Mistborn, and I think it'd be interesting now to reread Mistborn, and like when you're rereading like certain parts, you're like Kelsier's actually there, like the end of Will Ascension, like he was there, or like these specific moments, like
Oh.
Jonas
keep rolling.
really hated what you said that much.
I
I just
know.
wanted to keep talking about Duolingo.
Instead of just falling asleep, he's like, I actually just left.
Is he okay? What
Yeah, he's
happened?
probably just like blowing his nose or something.
Should I keep going?
Yes.
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay. Like the fight when like the Demo fight, you realize that like Kelsier accidentally started that. And then what's interesting at the end, I actually got an emotional reaction.
Is this the first one?
I think
this
this is the
is
first time that Elliot has ever expressed
Felt.
like I've
The
ever
first time he's
expressed-
ever felt. Get it? Because felt.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
I actually got an emotional reaction, like at the end when Vin and Ellen die, and then they meet. Like when I read Hero of Ages, no reaction. I was like, oh, okay, they're dead now. It doesn't really matter. I'm never gonna see them again, either way, because I know that.
But will
Karatsu-
you?
You also like didn't like them.
I know. I.
And he's back.
My
He's
computer is so old, it'll shut itself down just like that.
all right.
My computer just shutting itself freaking down.
Wow, that sucks. So,
That was kind of funny.
oh no.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay.
No, he's here. I just put him in a waiting room.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Oh, he is here. No, he's not.
I'm sorry, Jonas.
What happened?
You were the butt.
Elliot kicked you out.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know what you mean.
What the heck?
I wish someday I'll do that to myself.
I think it's been like 10 minutes
I mean,
since Elliot
it could
first
work.
said
You
two
could be
things.
put in a waiting room because you're a woman.
two things.
He still hasn't said his point.
Okay, no. So in like so like I got an emotion, even though I don't know why, but when Vin and Ellen, I think when the reason when Vin and Ellen like, or really Vin, like met, like they when they went into the cognitive realm, just like for that moment, when I guess it was longer than a moment, but when I felt something, and then like when they're like, when Kelsier's like, no, you could stay, and then Vin's like, no, peace, sorry,
Yeah.
and they kind of like faded away. And I felt something because I don't know, I think Kelsier is probably my favorite Mistborn character. Sorry, Poopsie.
Wait, you
but-
said Kelsier's your favorite Mistborn character?
honestly might be right now.
That's a very generic take.
I
That
think
is really
Spook
generic.
is probably my
I expected
favorite.
better from you. Okay, Elliot.
Yeah, We expect you to go against the grain.
Now we just
This
get a
is
knees.
this is extremely uncomfortable.
So this is adding to the about you saying you need people to build your form. Okay.
Can you stop?
Yeah, we're all just gonna do this now. Please sit down.
I'm sorry, I don't know why I did that.
Please cut that out.
I can answer for a lot of things. I don't know what I'm doing, but I just can't stop doing it.
No, actually, no. Kelsier. Okay, Kelsier. No, he's not my favorite Mistborn character. I think he's the most interesting character. I think he's a very interesting character. He's had multiple chances to like die, and he stays, and it's kind of like this sad thing. Like he's like almost a prisoner of himself. You know, like he won't let go. And I thought that was.
Yeah, you really kind of it's not like it made me like him less because I had read this before. But like reading it again, I think was helpful. And I don't know, it's like because it's funny because the first time I read through the Mistborn Era 1, I like liked Kelsier's character and I was like, okay, like I guess he served his purpose, whatever.
Pretty extreme for some things, but pretty
Yeah.
likable.
And then when I read this Secret History and then now reading through the series again and reading this book again, I was actually like, I don't really like him that much. But like it's not like I'm like, oh, I hate him. I'm just kind of like he's like a 3 out of 5, you know?
Okay.
I don't know.
He's like a 6. He's like a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, pretty
What
much.
if someone came up to you and been like, "You're like a 3 out of 5"?
I would actually expect them to say that, but it's like because it's like I don't know, like he's like it's not something where I don't know, like maybe I just like I liked the story. Like I think he's a really great character.
6 out of 10.
But yeah, 6 out of 10. He's just slightly
He's a 10 out of 10, but he has
yeah,
this,
he's a 10
He's
out
out
of
of town,
10.
but he's just 6 years old.
But he's locked in the well of the Simpsons. He's a 10 out of 10, but he can't give up and just die.
yeah, but he refuses to
He's a 10
die.
out of 10, but he
All he can do is survive.
preservation.
Jonas, have you seen that meme? Is like she's a 10, but she turns 11 tomorrow.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah, too old for me.
What?
What?
Jonas, what?
Jonas,
What did I say?
Anyway,
I had something. Okay, 2 things.
Okay.
2 things.
2 things. Does someone want to go?
you said I have 2 things. I thought you were gonna.
I have 2 things.
He was just telling us that we have 2 things.
No, yeah, but it's like I don't know, maybe it's just me. I just like feel like I was reading it and I was like, wow, like I think we're seeing even more so like his flaws kind of like and I think it was helpful what he did. I don't know. It's like I feel like I'm just having mixed feelings about it now that I'm like saying all my things out.
Yeah, I feel like Kelsier, it wasn't like I liked him more because of Secret, but you understand him better and you don't dislike him because of his flaws. That's not the kind of character he is.
I'm not saying that I dislike him because of that either. I'm just saying I think it's helpful to kind of like Jonah said, add another layer to his person because we get so little time with him.
What would you give the book out of 5?
Oh, Secret History?
Yeah.
3.5.
I love the magic, so yeah. Sorry, I don't you don't talk. Sorry.
And then Jonas, what did you think?
I don't know. I actually don't know anything.
He didn't think.
I have no thoughts.
Well,
Forgot.
he does have.
I would rate Secret History like a
2 things.
4.5 because of all the hints that he puts in there.
Yeah.
I really liked how much he.
Yeah.
Hey, wait till we get to Cosmere Connections because I have something to talk about there.
Hypothetically, let's say I was born, and for the sake of argument, born in mist.
Born is. Simon, what's your rating?
My rating, honestly, 4 out of 5.
Okay.
I loved it the first time I read it. I think I gave it 5 out of 5. and
Wow. Okay.
the first time I read it, but it's just such a fun story. I love
Yeah, for sure.
I love everything from Kelsier like seeing Wit or Hoyd and
I
immediately
know.
hating
Yeah.
him. That's so
But
perfect.
they called something that started with like a
Which
D.
make
Drifter.
he calls
Oh
him
yeah, he called him
Drifter.
Drifter,
Drifter.
yeah. I called him Drifter.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
Drifter.
what's funny is like when Wit is like described in Stormlight,
He's
I
like,
he looks different, right?
yeah, he looks younger. He looks way
He
younger.
looks
I don't
younger,
remember.
and I thought he had black hair.
I've always imagined him with brown hair.
And
Yeah, like
well,
dark
he's
brown.
well,
Yeah.
Wit or Hoyd is famously has
Isaac,
white
please
hair.
don't.
And that's like that's his
I
look.
know, but it's
But
like
he
how
has
did I miss
he has
that?
like different looks, different disguises.
Was
Yes.
I kind of love how like I like how we see kind of like a different side of Hoyd here. Like
Oh yeah, for sure.
we kind of like watch him kind of like do it like it feels almost like behind the scenes. Like we see him trying to get
Yeah.
and then
I think
Yeah,
it's-
like we see him becoming like or he like we find out he's the one that took the other pellet and became a Mistborn.
Yeah.
He's trying to get. Isn't he
Like
trying to
how
get all the
long
stuff?
is this like
wait.
also several hundred years before stuff on Stormlight as well?
Well, wait. Does Era 2 take place after the end of Stormlight 5? Is that right?
Yes.
Because so this is like 100 years before
Yes, you're
Stormlight.
right, it does.
This
You're
is
right.
300 years before Stormlight is, or however, I don't know how the time dilation.
Because it's like it's before Stormlight 1 through 5. Yeah. And then like once he gets to
I guess
Okay.
Era 2 of Mistborn it takes place in between Stormlight Arc 1 and Arc 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Hoyd it'll probably be like Hoyd does Mistborn because from I haven't read it, but from what I can tell, Era 2 there's a lot
Yeah,
of Hoyd.
like
He's
this
like
is
a character.
the picture that the whatever they're called, Stormlight Archive fandom,
Mhm.
it's like what I had pictured him as. Let me pull it up. Sorry, it seems like a second.
Yeah, I don't remember how he's first described in Way of Kings, so I guess we'll find out when we read it in like a month.
Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so excited.
Same. I'm
Because
actually
it's
really
like
excited
this
to
would be a
start it.
good book to read because I will be done with my finals and stuff, and so it'll be like
All right. Anything else to
I
say
think
about
you're
Secret
going
History?
through it.
Should we talk about the Cosmere connections?
Talk
Yes.
about Chris on Taldane.
Okay, this is hey, you watching this video, subscribe. Like
Also, hey you, this whole episode's gonna have spoilers in it, and we're not really gonna mark them, so proceed at your own risk.
Yeah, so screw you, listener.
yeah.
Okay, that's not cool.
Okay, cut that out.
Also, my
Basically,
bad.
you shouldn't even be this far into the episode if you
can I
haven't
say
even
something?
way. And if you are on this episode and you haven't even read anything in the Cosmere, what are you doing here?
What the heck?
Like, aka our family that's watching.
Do you need to see
The
my
only
lips
people
up
watching
close?
this video.
No.
I will do that if you keep watching. Okay, they should be gone by now.
Okay, cool.
Hey, if you're
So-
still here, subscribe,
Actually,
like-
you can watch all you want because you're probably never gonna read these books anyway. So
There are family members, you're saying?
yeah.
Yeah, so the thing is, my dad, literally, he's been meaning to read Harry Potter, I kid you not, for about 7 years.
He hasn't read it.
No, he's only read the first 2.
That's crazy.
And,
Well, the second one is one of the best. So.
no, it's not. Are you
The
kidding?
seventh one is the best. Why
It's one of my favorites.
The second one?
Yeah.
Well,
The entire book is me trying not to tear out every page that mentions Gilderoy Lockhart.
wait, he's
I
the
love
best
Lockhart.
character.
No, he's
Okay.
not.
So amazing.
Yeah,
I don't
okay,
know what it
okay.
is, but it's like certain like shows or books that have characters like that. It's like something like deep within me is just like shaking or like you know what I mean? Like it's like you feel like you're just like oh like when you're reading it. And I just feel like I'm like I hate this so much. You know what I mean? Like when I was first reading it, I was like I literally despise this book. And then I got to Prisoner of Azkaban and I was like, yeah, this one's good. Like maybe that one and the 7th one are my favorites. I don't know.
I just like saying that because every time we talk about mention Harry Potter, I say that and you get so mad.
Okay, wait, we talked about it before?
Sir, we talk about it every episode.
I
Yeah.
guess I fall for it every time.
All right, two
Talk to me
things.
connections.
Can that
I have two things.
two things? That's. I think we just unlocked a new running joke.
I know. Guys, I have two things. I have two things.
Two things.
Two things. Guys, I have two things.
Wait, is that To Kill a Mockingbird?
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a good book.
Mm.
2 things. I bet you didn't see that coming.
Yay! Two things. Those are good two things.
Those are good 2 things. Want to see 2
Oh
bad
my
things?
word, you guys.
When
So,
did-
like
two
a friend
things.
of two things. Wind
This
and
counts.
truth.
This counts as 2.
Yeah, it does. It does. Like a friend of a friend saw that I was reading like Hero of Ages in my Be Real or whatever. And she messaged me and she was like, "Oh my word, like I literally just started reading Brandon Sanderson. What do you recommend?" And I was like, "Okay, girl, I have like
I got the
you.
perfect podcast for you.
She was like, I just started like she's like in the middle of no, she's in the middle of Words of Radiance. And I was like, okay, Way of Kings is my favorite Brandon book.
Did she not read it?
She read Way of Kings, but she's
I thought she just like started at Words of Radiance.
she's like Words of Radiance. But she was like,
Heck?
yeah, like it's been so cool to see Shallon's character development. And I just like, you know, like that, like it was like and I was like, well, guess what? It's actually gonna be 1 step forward and 18 steps back, and then she's gonna
She's making so much progress. I just
she's
love
literally
it.
making so much progress, and then she's gonna form other personalities, actually.
You don't even know.
But yeah. So
Dawn's a
it
good
was
character.
really funny, but it was like really fun
Oh
because
my gosh.
I think people that are like into that like niche of an interest, which I hate using the word niche, but it's like I don't know anything better to say.
Niche.
Yeah.
Niche.
I mean, Brandon Sanderson is a niche.
Yeah. But it's
Like-
like when I find someone who like is into that, it's like so different because it's not just like, oh yeah, I like books. And like what they mean by that is they've read Jane Austen, at least for a lot of girls. They've read some Jane Austen. They've maybe read Harry Potter and like a couple popular novels that have come out on TikTok. And so it's like that's pretty much what most of my friends have read, which is great. Like I'm not saying that's bad to any of my friends watching. Hi. But it's like when you find someone that is like into the same weird stuff, it's like a whole different level. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Like
that's
like when I find someone who's like read The Wheel of Time, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I didn't know other people like.
Well, did you sent us that Will Angus clip about Way of Kings?
I know
that was
crazy. That was the
Jonas and I-
craziest.
Jonas came into my room. He's like, "You need to go look at the chat right now." And I was like, "What is going on?" I'm like writing a paper. And he's like, and so literally we watch it, and we're both like whisper yelling because it was like 11 p.m. We're like, yes, this is so amazing.
It's so
But it was
perfect.
like, I did not expect that at all because, not gonna lie, I just kind of thought he was just like a basic guy who posts stuff.
He's not a basic guy. If you watch other of
he's
his
not,
videos,
but like
he's so weird.
he's extremely weird, but it's like I feel like a lot of those channels like that are also like on Instagram. I don't know, like I just feel like they're just like this like basic. Like I don't know, like they have like a like it's like they like golfing, they like they're in like
sports.
But it's not like they're really into reading. In fact, I don't know very many guys that are into reading, which is kind of crazy. I mean,
I think it's a stereotype that guys don't read.
Yeah, it's like Stormlight really capitalized on that.
There's like
it's so they're Will Angus is so funny.
I know, he's so funny.
It's crazy that he's like completely CGI too.
I know, it's
insane.
Wild.
I know.
It's like Jack London Jack London.
Yeah, that was Jack London.
It's
like,
such a good job. Or is it Jack Martin? I don't remember.
Such like a visually disgusting human being.
Jack Martin.
He kind of looks like you, actually.
That is extremely niche too. I love that.
No, wait. Elliot looks like Magnus Carlsen.
Jonas is on a chess.
He kind of does, honestly.
Jonas, I think you say that every episode.
What?
Magnus Carlsen?
That Elliot looks like Magnus Carlsen.
Wait, do I look like him?
He's like the best.
He's like the biggest nerd in the world.
No, okay.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Simon,
I don't look
who is
Magnus Carlsen is hot.
I can see it. I actually can see that.
As a woman, let me see.
It's the only person who's actually
I would not call him hot.
Yeah, I wouldn't call him hot. I would call him
but
like.
I also don't think he looks like Elliot.
He's like he's hot adjacent.
He's not a
It's like
Jason.
he's like one row down.
Congruently.
Mr. Jar Jar Binks, Mr. hit the gym and get lots of bomb muscles. Mr. going to eat you. Mr. lava the bomb flies.
In this romantic secret history, the fortress that Kelsier invades to stop that Ruin did not want him to invade is made up of silverly skinned people called the Ire. And they said devotion will protect us.
Yeah, they said merciful Domi.
Yes. So
They are
they are Elantrian.
Yep. Yeah,
So
it's cool.
we have that
And
crossover.
so I was looking up, I was reading about it, and apparently the Irie, I think that's how you say it,
Irie. Okay, Irie.
or I actually I think it
Irie
because it
sounds
like
better.
it spelled it out in the book. But anyway, I think they're Elantrians from before the Raod or whatever.
Oh.
So they left
The
Elantris.
Shaod is when it's
Maybe that's how
actual,
maybe the
rocky.
shit maybe the like when the ground split basically, maybe they're like
And since they
saw it.
since they weren't there when the split happened, it didn't affect
Well,
them.
and also, didn't we talk about with Elantris that the people who they throw into the well just end up in a different universe?
Yeah. I think it
So it's
transports them.
Devotion's
Where would it
particularity.
transport them to?
I think just Shades. I thought it just brought them to Shades or the cognitive realm, but
Oh,
Yeah.
so then they would just.
I
Is
don't.
it called Shadesmar everywhere?
I think that's just their name for it in Roshar, but that's what I yeah. that's
And
what I
as far as obviously Demo, I guess, figures out something later as well, but
Yes.
as far as other people go for world hopping and stuff, with Mistborn, was it just they were just so secluded into this almost I don't want to say Stone Age, but they were the Lord Ruler being in charge and having that oppressive rule really pushed them back as far as technology and everything else goes because while you think about okay Roshar obviously their style of clothing and ways of living were what we would think of as not as modern but they still had modern inventions um and then with Scadrial it's did people just not even realize what was going on because there were so many people under oppression and stuff or is that why they didn't have as many world hoppers? It feels like on Stormlight we just know of so many people that understood the different realms and things like that,
I think Roshar is the center of it's kind of like the big apple of the Cosmere because that's where Odium is. That's where
yeah.
That's fair. I just was thinking as far as Scadrial goes, it's pretty secluded, it feels like.
Well, it's interesting because Scadrial kind of becomes the big apple of the Cosmere. Because it's also of Era 2, but
well,
you're bringing up a good point.
I mean,
that the Lord Ruler did oppress them so much that that's actually a big theme in the next era, where they're because since the Lord Ruler is no longer oppressing them, they advance extremely quickly.
Oh yeah.
After that, so that's an interesting
300
point.
years in between.
Yeah, something like that.
So then it's literally okay at that point it's at that point it's they're just gonna exponentially increase, I guess. But yeah, so I just was thinking I think it would be cool if he goes back at all to do any other novellas. I think it'd be
Yes.
Was that Simon?
No, I think that's Jonas.
Yeah,
That's
that was me.
crazy.
I have a great Gollum impression.
The only other good impression I've seen of that is on Instagram.
Wait, no,
That is wild. That's a wild skill to have.
Simon can do a really good
on your resume. Great Gollum impression.
Start it.
I could go on.
That's Jonas's Donald Trump impression.
Wait, they
oh no.
They Brandon Sanderson. Why did you make Wind and Truth so bad in a Gollum voice?
Yeah.
Why is it so bad, Precious? Wind and Truth sucks. Brandon.
What's up?
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, but I was gonna say what's like if he ever does like a novella similar to what he did with Emperor's Soul, where it like takes place on a planet, but it's like a different area. I think it'd be so cool to see like what I guess we kind of see this with like I believe it's Set and some others like in Hero of Ages, but like
Mhm.
being able to see what it was like during the Lord Ruler's reign in like the other dominances as opposed to just the central dominance.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
I think novella would be cool for that, but that's like
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's
Yeah.
like, I'm excited for Era 2
Mhm.
because I won't spoil anything, but
well, I'm talking about if he were to do a novella that took place during Era 1
oh,
in
I see.
dominance, like while it was under the Lord Ruler's thing, like kind of like he did with the 11th Metal, where it's just like really short and obviously I don't know how much time that would take because it's still like 40 pages or whatever, but
Sure.
yeah.
Interesting. All right.
Anyway,
Anything else to say? I mean, the Cosmere connections were basically Elantrians,
Yep.
Chris and Naz.
Yeah.
We get like the first explanation of Adonalcium
Yeah.
and the 16 shards. Yeah, just a lot of that, but cool.
Okay, Emperor's Soul. All right, guys. Thanks for watching this episode of Concerning Cremlings. We'll be back next week.
What just happened?
You don't like Emperor's Soul?
No, I loved it.
So, Elliot's not going to be joining us for this segment. Simon, do you want to start off with your thoughts about Emperor's Soul?
Sure. I love Emperor's Soul. This is my favorite Brandon Sanderson book we've read so far for the podcast.
I would agree.
Better than Elantris, better than Mistborn, better than White Sand. I would rate it 4.25 at least, which would
Really?
which would be like an 8.5.
Not even a 5?
Well, I reserve 5 for like life-changing book. Like,
Oh, I guess it wasn't life.
I wouldn't call it life-changing, like a masterpiece. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess maybe this is as close. I don't know. It's really good. Maybe
if
a
I was a
4.5.
literature teacher, I would be like, my students are reading this.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'm moving up to 4.5 because it is really good. So
I'm gonna probably
9 out of
say
10.
4 points. Okay, we're getting the full body shot again.
But why is it so hazy?
He's on the toilet right now. That's why we don't see him.
Oh gosh!
Oh my
no.
gosh!
Oh my gosh! What audience are we trying to appeal to now?
Like gym bros.
Honestly, that's true. Honestly,
we just like
Hey, Jonas,
we're
do you wanna-
talking about literature
Jonas,
while
do you
someone's
want to
doing
roll
push-ups
up
in
your
the
sleeves
background.
again?
yeah. Actually, no. I'll show you the 6 sunburn I got on my neck.
Guys,
Yeah, because somebody thought that sunscreen wasn't a good idea.
guys, can I
it.
get something off my chest?
That was awesome.
Okay, 2 things.
All right, let's talk about Emperor's Soul.
Emperor's Soul. What a great segue.
So good. Just okay. Let me finish my thoughts.
I wish I could see that so much. Oh my gosh.
Let's like maybe wipe the camera a little bit.
Yeah, please wipe the camera. I don't know if you can see.
It looks like we're watching a fever dream in the down and left corner.
Stop. Oh my gosh. Look at
Looks like
Shy.
it's like a rainy day, and the camera is like on a part of a movie.
So I like loved this so much. I really enjoyed the prose. It was exactly what I wanted from Brandon. It was like I was transported back to my 13-year-old self when I first read Way of Kings, and it felt like that exact same feeling where I just was like, wow, this is like such a great story. And I'm like dialed in and engaged. And not that like every story has to be that way, because a lot of books you do have to kind of get through those first 40 pages or whatever. But that's because with this, in this case, if the book was not that long, so it was whatever. But I just really enjoyed it. And it was like exactly like the showing instead of telling. And so it was like, do I even fully understand what forgery is? No.
Yeah.
But I'm so interested in it, and I like feel like I know some things about it. And you just kind of keep reading even though there's like this uncertainty of what's even going on. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I also loved Shy as a character. I think we talked about like Sanderson's women can be a little bit
repetitive,
and they can feel like they're like similar to one another. I mean, as far as like main characters go.
Mhm.
But in this one I was like, oh, this is like new. Like I really like her attitude towards life, and like she felt like very like you could, and it's like I didn't know her for, I mean, what is this, 100 pages? Like
Mhm.
that?
Something like so
So
short.
it's like so
This
short,
is
but I feel like I know so much about her and I know like her deepest insecurities and like
mm,
who she is. And even like that whole scene with Gaotona,
Gaotana. Yeah.
Tana, and they're talking about each of her different soul stamps that she has. And it was just like he's asking her these questions about it, and he's like, what about this one? Or like, what about this one? Like, would you have really wanted this life? And she's like, maybe part of me does. And it's like you just feel like this like vulnerability and personability like with this character, you know?
Yeah. The character work is so efficient in this
Yeah.
book because you get to know Shy, you get to know Gaotona, and you get to know the Emperor Ashravan, like really
Honestly,
intimately.
I would argue that you get to know Fervra too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Esther, what did you give it? Like out of 5?
I'm gonna say a 4.5 out of 5. Yeah, but anyway, I just thought that it was really well written. I mean, even like from the prologue, and it's just
Yeah.
like that first like
Yeah.
few lines, and we just were like, okay, she's locked in. Oh, sorry, it's Freva. She's like, oh, she's locked in a forger's cell, and then we like she's talking about her aunt and uncle, and we're like, okay, we have no clue what's going on. Like it was like also like classic Brandon lines of like Shy had never met an emperor before, let alone poked one in the face. And it was like a classic Brandon starting line, but it wasn't bad. It was like extremely good and
Classic,
fit the area. Yeah.
classic Brandon Zinger.
Yeah, classic. I can't even talk to
And and it has a beautiful symmetry as well. Where it's the story's bookended with Gaotona or
Yeah,
Gaotona or whatever.
yeah.
And where it's like almost he's the character that learns the most in this book. And it's
Oh,
so cool.
totally.
It's so interesting.
And it's like, but he doesn't even get as much page time as like Shy does, but we feel like we know so much about him too, even from that last epilogue part.
Mm-hmm.
I do remember, so I don't really remember that much from First Soul, but I do
Oh,
remember
true.
being awed by the result that Shy eventually has from her thing.
Yeah.
I wish I'm probably gonna read it. Like I'm going off of previous knowledge.
Yeah. I'd recommend reading it again because it is really good.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Jonas has
I
had like a crazy week with calculus and physics stuff.
Jonas, what would you give
Love
it?
that.
Like off memory.
Oh, I think
5 out of 5 it is. No.
1 star, Jonas. Oh my
Jonas!
gosh.
Jonas,
yeah,
middle name.
I'm
last
leaving
name.
this room and gonna go fight him if he gave it 1 star.
I'll give it 1 star out of 1 star.
So 5 out of 5?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because 5 out of 5 would be a 1, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
We're
does
really getting it.
simplify.
Yeah, it does simplify, guys.
We know our
So-
math. Okay, I'm
We
ready.
know that.
Okay, Elliot, go.
I'm ready. Okay, 2 things.
Promotion. You guys get that reference?
Wait. Is that
It's SpongeBob.
Oh no,
I'm
I've
ready.
seen it somewhere else.
I'm ready.
Promotion.
I've actually never seen a SpongeBob episode ever.
That's crazy.
I know,
I didn't know
we
you
were
were
Wild
weird.
Kratts kids. And
We
when I
weren't
tell you
either.
what?
We weren't allowed to watch SpongeBob, but I watched it anyway.
We found
Oh,
a way.
that's so funny. We
I
were Wild
remember-
Kratts kids. We literally
So
watched that
We watched
show
that too.
all of the time. I'm not even
Mm.
kidding. It was like an unhealthy obsession.
Yeah, I love Wildcats.
So I'm a little.
But I still watch it now.
I thought.
Alright, go.
Okay, I thought that. Okay, 2 things. I thought this was. Yeah, I thought I liked this book. So I listened to this completely while playing Minecraft.
You're like this, and you're like, wow, that's a really good point, Gaotana, and then you just continue going.
Killing a cheap.
So I mean, I still understood. I still understood it. But I think, yeah, this is definitely good. I think Shy is a really good protagonist because she's kind of unconventional in a way, because
Yeah.
she's like she's you almost want to say she's a Mary Sue, because like she's like that's her whole thing. She's super good at forgery, and like she's like that. She's really good and she's really smart. She's like but I guess thinking about it, she's really smart. Yeah, women are smart.
Yeah, I agree
Guys,
with
hot-
that.
Hot take. Not, but her flaw in it's almost this whole novella is almost just like a love letter to art, almost.
Oh, yes, I totally agree with you.
Oh,
And
when Gaotona like crying because it's the best piece of art he's ever seen.
I
yeah,
know.
Yeah.
and
I literally, like, when we were talking about emotional impact, I literally,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was like, I've only known Gaotona for like 20 pages, but I love him.
Uh-huh. He's like, okay, Elliot, finish your thought.
Yeah, keep going.
they call me. Shy kind of almost learns to like appreciate
Yeah.
art in a
Mhm.
better, like deeper way, which is kind of like it's almost like you're shy, and as you read this book, you learn to appreciate art better.
I totally agree. Yeah, I think like one of the most impactful parts of the book for me was I guess it's pages 70 and 71 in Arcana Unbounded. Um but it's essentially like the I guess in this part of the book, Gaotana and Shy are talking to each other and talking about the soul stamps, and then she's like, what do you think? Like, why are you so interested in what I do? And he's like, oh, well, what you do is still unholy. And then she was like saying like trying to guess his true motives for like why he really wants her to make these soul stamps, which is what they're called, right?
So I have two big thoughts for
Okay.
this book, or big things I want to talk about with this book. First one is the themes. This is actually I think the themes are really deep in this book. And it asks, and you guys could add on to this, but the main one that I was taking away was, well, one, art. We're already talking about that, but also what makes a soul?
Hmm.
What, like, what is a soul? Like, is Ashravan actually a person at the end, or is he just like a AI or something,
Um,
or like equivalent?
so
What makes someone a person, basically?
so I think that the whole idea of like calling it the investiture forgery is like very on purpose, I guess, in a way, because
Hmm.
obviously it is not the original and it reflects the original in a way,
But
but it never will be it. So I would say because
it's
she
like
was like, I mean, her whole point was that if he can stamps himself every day and say he lives for 10 more years, so that's like 365 times 10, so that would be like 360 like
3,650.
sorry. And so it's like that's like a lot of times, right? And so eventually like is it just that he just begins to believe that that's who he is?
Well, it said she kind of
Well,
hinted
he
that if he did it enough, it would hit he would kind of have to would kind of like would kind of stop needing to do that. But
Yeah.
also, I like you saying that like forger like is it a real? It's almost like you're saying like it's kind of like it's kind of you said something. Oh, darn it, and it made me think. I don't remember what you said, but
I
I'm gonna
was
say
saying
what.
that forgery as like investiture, it's always going to reflect the
Yeah,
original, but it's kind
yeah.
of like almost like a mirror of sorts. And
It's
so like
almost.
when she's doing like the whole thing with like the plants and like enlarging her room, it's like, well, you're changing it. And she's like, no, like this is how the room originally was, and I'm just like
Yeah,
restoring it and
you're.
bringing it back.
It's almost like we're like I feel like in the same way how like we're almost reflections of God. I mean, okay, not
Literally, that's what I thought of. No, so you're
yeah,
so right. Yes.
Oh yeah, forgot about that part.
Like we're
like
image bearers.
we're yeah, we're
Jonas.
the
Oh
image.
yeah, I
I
forgot. We're made in the
forgot.
image of God.
Imago Dei. Wait, what?
Oh, what?
Whoa.
It's almost like Brandon Sanderson's religious, but
It's
also.
almost like Brandon's Mormon again.
Wait, no, no, he's not.
Yeah.
What? You're kidding
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. No, yeah, I
Guys,
definitely agree with you, Elliot. I think like in a way, whether Brandon was, doing this intentionally or not, because I was talking with someone in my Bible study about this actually this past week where I believe it was that C.S. Lewis quote that you had said, Elliot, of like every story reflects like the truest story, which is like obviously the Bible.
uh,
And did you say that? Or
I
am I
don't I,
imagining?
sa- I don't think I was quoting C.S. Lewis. But
You're saying it?
I was just saying it.
Okay,
I mean,
cool.
I didn't come up with that thought, obviously.
Right, but it was from somewhere. So
It
whoever said
was
it, great job. Um, but I was saying that to someone, and it's so true. Like whether Brandon is intentionally putting that in there or not, like we're able to pick that out and be like, hey, like this is a spiritual theme that we can sense in this as well. And also realizing like even the way that Brandon portrays gods to be, because I guess like they're little g gods because they're also like shards, right? They're like one emotion or one conviction, and they're not all together like they once were. And so they're obviously going to be flawed.
And being separate, being only honor
Yeah.
alone is bad if it's by itself.
It'd be like if, you know, God's attributes, it was like his faithfulness is like over here on this planet,
Yeah.
and his judgment is on this one, odium, whatever.
And that's honestly what makes the system so interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
With the different shards.
It's almost
I totally think keep going.
I think one of the best, like, sometimes you'll meet people and they'll be like super this is gonna sound random at first, but like super sheltered, and they've only read like things written by Christians, Christian things. So you go, okay, two things.
That's the perfect.
So you a lot of times like you'll meet people who they've only ever read Christian
like
things.
Narnia and
Narnia.
Rings.
Not
like,
sometimes not even Lord of the Rings.
True.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Like they've literally read like the Bible, and then it's like, we
they're
read
like
biographies, and that's it.
Or like I don't listen to anything that's not any music that's not written by a Christian or anything.
Yeah, like
or not written by like a classical music composer. Like they only listen to Mozart.
What's your favorite artist? Like Toby Mac.
Shane.
People who say that are lying through their teeth. Toby Mac is so cringy.
I went to a Toby Mac concert once. It's the weirdest. It's so cringy.
He's so weird. I mean, anyway.
But that's obviously horrible, because a bad thing, because I like, as Christian, I think one of the best things is Jonah, stop distracting.
Well, it's just
he asked me to wait, do it again.
I know. He sent it to everyone.
What did I do?
Nothing.
All right, we have to finish this up.
I actually like one of the, I think a lot of artists or a lot of like writers and stuff, you can almost see Christianity oozing out of them sometimes, even if they're not Christian. Like you can see Christian themes, and when they are Christian, you can, like Narnia, it's just absolutely oozing with Christian messages, and that's just
Greta Gerwig is casting a woman as them.
I hate.
Me too.
But and so like and it's almost like you almost kind of feel like, haha, because like you watch like one of my second favorite movie ever is La La Land.
I love that.
Really?
I love it.
I love that movie.
And it's got such a Christian message, but I don't think it was intended to have a Christian message. And it's almost like, and but it still does. And I think you can see,
Destiny and all that.
I know the message. It's almost like
Elliot doesn't understand the ending.
No, I understand. No, I don't. I have the right take. Okay, spoilers for La La Land.
And how come nobody agrees with you?
They're all wrong.
That we've met.
Okay, spoilers for La La Land, the whole movie, if you're right. It's a sad ending. That's my take.
I love it.
Well, okay, that's not.
I love the ending.
No, okay, this is what happened. It's biblical because you have. I can't remember their names. I love that movie.
Mia and
Emma
Sebastian.
Stone and Ryan Gosling.
I know they're Mia and Sebastian, right? They're both these. So they come to. It's such a. The movie opens, and it's this person reminiscing about how she left her boyfriend to go to Hollywood. You're leaving love for fame, and then you see like La La Land is like this place of like everyone's trying to chase their dreams. Everyone's trying to do what they want most. And then you see these two people, Mia and Sebastian, they fall in love. And they both have these dreams. Mia wants to be a famous actress. Sebastian wants to open this jazz club. And they fall in love. And when they fall in love, you find like they're not almost stop chasing their dreams. It's like, well, like Sebastian is like touring with his band, and he's not really happy like that, but he's doing it like for stability. And so they like they both leave each other to like they break up because each to follow their dreams. And so the movie ends, and um they
Mia's
both like
married to the rich guy,
Mia's
and she's a
married.
doctor.
She's a famous actress. He's got his jazz club. They both got what they wanted, but neither of them are really happy.
Yes, they are. She has
Yeah, they are
children.
happy.
They
Yeah,
are
she is
happy.
happy.
That's the whole point.
They aren't happy.
Yes, they
Ryan
are.
Ryan Gosling smiles to her at the end
Yes.
and nods and
They're
says,
not
"Hey, look, we
happy.
made it, and we're both happy, and it's
Yes.
okay."
The point is that they realized that they were not going to be good together, and I can say,
It wouldn't
even
have
though you
been
might
good
have certain
together.
feelings while you're with that person, once you come out the other side and you realize, actually, I'm more fulfilled not being with that person, and that's okay.
Yeah,
You guys have the wrong
I've
take.
experienced
I think
this, actually.
Sebastian. Yeah, I think Sebastian probably. I don't remember actually how they broke up and who did what, but
I watched it like really recently, but like it was essentially like they just got really upset at each other because she was
Yeah.
like, "It's not you. Like, why are you going on this tour? Like, this is not what you would do.
Yeah.
Like, it's not
they
you."
would.
And then
They
he
would-
didn't come to her.
They were not right for
And then
each
he
other.
didn't. He was late and didn't show up to her one woman
They're
show.
both.
Right.
My take is correct. Your take.
What's your point? Why does it have to do with
Why
the
is it
Emperor's soul?
biblical?
Because
If-
it's
You're saying they
true
don't find
love
their
is to
satisfaction
lay
in-
down your life for other people, and neither of them
Oh
were
wow,
willing
that's
to
a
do
really
that.
big jump.
No, okay. It's not like die for someone.
Oh, like sacrifice.
I just
Self-sacrifice.
heard you say yeah, because they laid their life down for each other, and I went, wait, what? I thought you
No,
said
because
that.
like what on the cross Jesus taught to love someone is to
Yeah.
sacrifice for them.
Yeah.
I mean, most people aren't dying for other people, but like to love someone is to make sacrifices for them, and neither of them were willing to do that, and I think they were unhappy because of that.
As
You think
Mom
they were
says,
unhappy
you'll
because-
understand when you're older. They were not good
You
for
thought
each
they were
other.
unhappy because they couldn't make sacrifices for each other?
Yep.
That's probably part of it, but I think that they ultimately found happiness the best that they can outside of the gospel with their own passions and pursuits.
I disagree.
Can we tie this? We're on. Can we tie?
Okay, this ties
Go
in-
back to
I'm-
Emperor's soul.
Because, yeah. Yep. Go back.
What does this have to do with the Emperor's soul?
Oh, I don't even remember.
You were like, it reminds me of La La Land.
Because you can kind of see the Christianity seeping into
Yeah.
it, like we're
Yeah, sure.
we're in the image of God. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay, it's great.
All right. Should we talk about emotional impact?
Yeah.
Or
Yes. So I was gonna say though, on your
sure.
note, so Simon, a couple weeks back, you had mentioned that quote about like art should reflect everything that is like beautiful and true and like condemn everything that's not. And so I was thinking about that a lot as I was reading through this book, because the whole thing is that I keep forgetting how to pronounce his name, Gaotana.
Mhm.
His whole point is like, I do kind of like what you do and I need your help, but I also like have this war within me of like, oh, like I know that I should be condemning this and I don't actually want this, but at the same time, like this is something that's good that we need. It's a means to an end where I can be with my friend again. And then along the way, he ends up loving Shy and like appreciates her, but he's trying to kind of like figure out what to do like with her whole thing of art. Like how like she was making things beautiful and he's appreciating them, but it's like he just has this like torment of sorts. And the way that she describes forgery is so interesting too, because she's like, well, it is like its own art. I don't know. I just was like, I was thinking about that throughout it, and I just was like, I don't know, like, because like you were going back to your thing about like this, like the soul, like what actually is it? And it's like within Brandon's universe, it makes sense that that's able to occur, but I don't think that he is like I don't know, because it's like I don't think he is the emperor, but maybe that's wrong. Maybe I missed the point.
There's
Yeah.
definitely a big theme in this is that of creation, the
Yeah.
act of creation and the joy of creation. And I think that's really biblical that
Yeah.
I mean, Tolkien writes about subcreation, which
Mhm.
is as people made in the image of God, it is our inclination and our nature to create.
Yeah.
And so that's why we create pieces of art.
And like what Shai is doing is like the original creator, like she's creating because she appreciates what they did as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
So cool.
she's restoring almost. It's restoration.
Yeah.
It's almost like
Uh-huh.
this biblical theme of like
And
you come back better. So like you have Adam, he failed, but Jesus comes back and he's better. It's like the table. It was something great, but she restores it, but she also makes it better. She puts like carvings into
And
it.
like the wall, like she creates to be
Yeah,
this beautiful mural, and it's like that's what it originally
and
was.
then the emperor, she goes more than
She
just to
restores
restore him
him
to
back to what
what
he was originally too.
like
But
she yeah
I feel like, sorry.
no I was you stole it.
all right,
Sorry.
I have three passages that I would like to read.
Yeah.
Passages. Is this the Bible?
So the first one's from when Shai first talks to Gaetona. Or no, not Gaetona. When Shai first puts the stamp on Ashravan. The cries outside sounded louder. Ashravan looked toward them. If no one is to know, he said, you must go. Leave this place and do not return. He looked down at the seal. I should probably have you killed for knowing my secret. That was the selfishness he'd learned during his years in the palace. Yes, she gotten that right. But you won't, she said. I won't. And there was the mercy, buried deeply. So I don't know. That's all I was gonna read from that part. And I thought I liked that a lot because it just shows the depth of Ashravan. And part of the whole thing with him is that is if she brought him back exactly as he had been before, he was turning into a harsh, ruthless person
Yeah.
who probably would have killed her.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
there's a point made that she instead of um, letting him go down that path even more, she kind of reset her a bit, not in like a twisty way, but in a sincere way, whereas it was almost like she gave him a little push that set him back down the right path, and so that he
Yeah.
would become like more, I don't know, merciful again.
Yes, I totally agree. I think like that whole like even in those couple of sentences we like get a window into what Ashravan is like and seeing Shai be proud of like her work, you know?
Mhm.
Uh was there another one you wanted to read?
Yes, sorry. The next one, this will be easier to find. It's when Gaotona and is like when Shai says bye to Gaotona. At
Oh,
the
in the hallway?
Yeah, in the hallway. Thank you, she whispered, pulling the box to her breast. She fished in her skirt pocket and brought out a small, thick book. Keep this safe, she said. Show it to no one. He took it hesitantly. What is it? The truth, she said, then leaned in and kissed him on the cheek. If I escape, I will change my final essence mark, the one I never intend to use. I will add to it and to my memories a kindly grandfather who saved my life, a man of wisdom and compassion whom I respect very much. Go, fool girl, he said. He actually had a tear in his eye. If she hadn't been on the very edge of panic, she'd have felt proud of that, and ashamed of her pride. That was how she was. Ashravan lives, she said. When you think of me, remember that. It worked. Nights, it worked. She left him, dashing down the corridor.
I
Why
love
did
that.
they use
I
nights
know.
as an expression? It's just
Don't they use breaths in term for
No, they don't. That's
uh,
we're not on Warbreaker, remember, buddy?
oh, that's I'm
Why do you
dumb.
think this is Warbreaker so much? You're like convinced that it's
I think
Warbreaker.
Jonas just wants it to be Warbreaker.
I looked at the weird thing for Warbreaker and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, and
Well,
Emperor Soul's painting
Warbreaker
too.
is complete. It's not, yeah. Also, it's kind of wild to me, like, just as a side note, sorry, Simon. But like with Stormlight being like so, what's the word? Like the investiture is all the same throughout the planet, or like same with Scadrial, it's like very basic, like elemancy. And then here it's just like you have like they don't even mention aeons, and it's like
Yeah,
wow.
there's different ways.
Yeah.
Merciful, tell me.
Oh,
Anyway, yeah,
so
but
no, I just wanted to read that because that was the part that I don't even know why, but that was the part that got me like like my eyes a little moist. I don't know, but I think it's just because
Moistened
like
up
the
my eyes.
relationship, the bond that they formed is like so
yes.
unexpected yet so like wholesome.
Yeah.
Yes. Late that night, following the emperor's speech, Gaetano sat by a familiar hearth in his personal study, looking at the book that Shai had given him, and marveling. The book was a copy of the emperor's soul stamp, in detail with notes. Everything that Shai had done lay bare to him here. Strava would not find an exploit to control the emperor because there wasn't one. The emperor's soul was complete, locked tight, and all his own. That wasn't to say that he was exactly the same as he had been. I took some liberties, as you can see, Shai's note explained. I wanted to replicate his soul as precisely as possible. That was the task and the challenge. I did so. Then I took the soul a few steps farther, strengthening some memories, weakening others. I embedded deep within Ashravan triggers that will cause him to react in a specific way to the assassination and his recovery. This isn't changing the soul. This isn't making him a different person. It is merely nudging him toward a certain path, much as a con man on the street will strongly nudge his mark to pick a certain card. It is him, the him that could have been. Who knows? Perhaps it is the him that would have been. Gaetano would never have figured it out on his own, of course. His skill was faint in this area. Even if he'd been a master, he suspected he wouldn't have spotted Shai's work here. She explained in the book that her intention had been to be so subtle, so careful, that no one would be able to decipher her changes. One would have to know the Emperor with extreme depth to even suspect what had happened. With the notes, Gaetano could see it. Ashravan's near death would send him into a period of deep introspection. He would seek his journal, reading again and again the accounts of his youthful self. He would see what he had been and would finally, truly seek to recover it. Shai indicated the transformation would be slow. Over a period of years, Ashravan would become the man that he'd once seemed destined to be. Tiny inclinations buried deep within the interactions of his seals would nudge him toward excellence instead of indulgence. He would start thinking of his legacy as opposed to the next feast. He would remember his people, not his dinner appointments. He would finally push the factions for the changes that he, and many before him, had noticed needed to be made. In short, he would become a fighter. He would take that single, but so hard, step across the line from dreamer to doer. Gaetano could see it in these pages. He found himself weeping, not for the future or for the emperor. These were the tears of a man who saw before himself a masterpiece. True art was more than beauty. It was more than technique. It was not just imitation. It was boldness. It was contrast. It was subtlety. In this book, Gaetano found a rare work to rival that of the greatest painters, sculptors, and poets of any era. It was the greatest work of art he had ever witnessed. Gaetano held that book reverently for most of the night. It was the creations of months of fevered, intense artistic transcendence, forced by external pressure but released like a breath held unto the brink of collapse. Raw yet polished, reckless but calculated, awesome yet unseen. So it had to remain. If anyone discovered what Shai had done, the emperor would fall. Indeed, the very empire might shake. No one could know that Ashravan's decision to finally become a great leader had been set in motion by words etched into his soul by a blasphemer. As morning broke, Gaetano slowly, excruciatingly, stood up beside his hearth. He clutched the book, that matchless work of art, and held it out. Then he dropped it into the flames. The end.
That was incredible.
It's so good.
Literally incredible. Brandon not only wrote us a love letter to art, but also we like have this whole book like incredibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he's always talked about. I feel like Wit is Brandon. I feel like if Brandon had to be a character, it would be Wit.
Wit is definitely
Yeah.
an insert character in parts.
And so Wit just as a storyteller and multiple times. And his one thing main thing is he always talks about art and he always talks about these things. I think Brandon's hobby
Yeah.
That
Like
is such
novel.
a
to
good point
talk
with
about
wit.
deep
Guys,
things that are kind of like
Also, I
stuff.
think
So I feel like this is just his
guys,
thing to talk about art.
I think Brandon Sanderson likes art.
well,
I'm
Jonas, I was gonna
excited.
say, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, his other book that's about art in this a similar way is Yumi and the Nightmare Painter. So
Okay.
I'm really excited for that.
But I was gonna say, Jonas, with
Mhm.
that, on that note, okay, wait, is the girl who looked up, is that in
That's an Oathbringer, I
That's
think.
it's Oathbringer? Okay, because that scene with
Hmm.
Shalyn and Wit makes me cry when I read it. I love that
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah,
I'm
I
looking.
remember reading that for the first time.
Mhm.
Well, I've
yeah.
But
only
it made
read
me
it once, I
sad as
guess,
well.
but
What?
Okay.
I've only read it once, I guess, but so
Okay, so thank you
Yes,
guys
sir.
for watching.
Thanks.
Let me
Thank
pull up.
you.
Yeah, thank you for joining us on our journey through the Cosmere. Today's episode was a little bit different, but it was incredibly enjoyable, at least for me. Yeah, so next week we will be going outside of the Cosmere and giving ourselves a break from Sanderson's works. While we love them, we also want to include other books in our discussions. So each time we do this, we're going to call it a palate cleanser week, with each of us getting a chance to choose a non-Cosmere novel throughout the year. That being said, our first palate cleanser will be Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy, chosen by me, and we will be reading the Wordsworth Classic translation. If
which
you're
is the Maud translation by
yeah,
Luis and Aylmer Maud.
yeah.
So
Do you want to show your copy? Because I don't have it nearby.
looks
Yeah,
like
it will
this.
look like that.
I
But
think there's probably other editions
there's
with the
probably
same
other
translation,
editions of the same translation, yeah.
but
Yeah, and so then it'll be split into a 2-week discussion. So we're only reading parts 1 through 4 this week. So that also includes reading like up to part 5. So like we're reading all of part 4, just in case
yeah.
for clarification. Um, for the next episode. So yeah, thank you again, and I hope that our discussion helps you understand the Cosmere a little bit more.
You can also find the schedule in the description below, as well as our Instagram at concerningcremlings_. Our email address is thecremlings@gmail.com. We also have a Goodreads account as well. Our handle is at concerningcremlings. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts/questions from this episode or the next episode, which would be weird though, because why are you commenting
Yeah.
in this episode? So yeah. Anyway,
All right. 2 things. Until next time, life before death.
Strength before weakness.
Journey before destination.
unless you're reading
What?
WAT.
The book that must not be named.
Stop.
Okay, Jonas.
Oh my god.